Hey, welcome back to episode 7 of You Know My Voice. And today's episode is On the Friends with James Hype. So, a little bit of backstory before I got into the studio with James Hype. I'd actually changed my name. I had done a new photo shoot, new branding, new images and everything to go in a completely different direction. I had written some music which I loved, which was a bit darker, a bit moodier, a bit rockier. Was about to go off in a completely different direction when I met DJ Dave Tracy, big up Dave Tracy, who is a radio DJ and presenter with RTE Ireland. And Dave had already known about me and my voice and the records I sang for June Jamon and Second City. And so we were out at the same time in Croatia at the Ultra Music Festival week, and I was performing out there. And Dave wanted to do kind of interview with me and have a catch up and chat about the records I'd sang and some of the stuff which was on my previous episodes less known, but quite big in club and doing well in clubs and all that kind of stuff. So I met up with Dave, who's absolute sweetheart, and we chatted about all the stuff that was going on, and he was friends with James. Now, James Hype had a scratch of More Than Friends, and he'd been looking for a singer to sing the record for a while. At the point in time, I was kind of going, I don't want to do any more covers because I sang Bingo Players Cry Just a Little. I got you So Real for Low Stepper, and I was, trying to focus on more of the original top lines that I was writing. And Running was still doing really well for Low Stepper and that kind of thing. Ended up chatting to Dave, and Dave was like, my mate James Hype is really cool. You two have got to get in the studio together and try and make something. I went into the studio with James when I got back to London, and we were kind of looking at some different tracks and playing with different stuff. And then James said to me, I've got this record that I really, really would love you to sing. So he presses play on his demo More Than Friends, and I was like, okay, no one's singing this record but me. Let's just say this, En Vogue's Don't Let Go is one of my all-time favourite records in the entire world. I've sung it so many times over the years, and I was like, if anyone's singing this is mine, okay? En Vogue, I thought just an incredible female group, incredible singers, incredible music. The music video for Don't Let Go, I remember when that came out, was just like the black, the leather, the guitar. I was just like, it was so boss. It was written by Andrea Martin with some other writers and producers. Andrea Martin is an incredible songwriter and singer. For any dance lovers, check out Andrea Martin and Toddler T's Magnet, because that song is one of my favourites. Anyway, I digress. So I was in the studio with James. I was like, okay, this is my song. I'm singing this. So we started recording, and we slowed the record down because you wanted to keep that kind of soul and R&B inflection. And I often tell myself that we can be more than just friends. I know you think that if we move too soon, it will all end. I live in misery when you're not around. I won't be satisfied till we're taking those vows. So we could get all those little inflections. I don't think we sang it just as slow as I did just then, but definitely a few BPM down from where it was. So when you hear, there'll be some love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking love. Yeah, that wasn't 5 million times faster when we hear it, which was kind of crazy because the first time we did it live, I was like, hold on a minute, this is, what? So I'm used to doing those notes now that, doing it at that speed, but with you. And all my body speaks to yours like only lovers do. If I could wear your clothes, I'd pretend I was you and lose control. There'll be some love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking love. I mean, who does it that fast? Soul shaking. What's it gonna be? Ended up keeping my name on the record because the team and everyone involved really wanted to have my name on the record because of what Kelli-Leigh had sung on already. So I was kind of known in the dance music side of things. So that's quite funny, a moment in time, because I could have been on a completely different path, a completely different brand and completely different name and route at this point in time. The track came out and it was kind of a whirlwind. Came out on Spotify on New Music Friday. It was in position number 2 under Kesha's record that she brought out. And it kind of just went nuts from there. People sometimes go something's a hit, or did you know it was going to be a hit, or blah, blah, blah. You can know that a record feels good, and you can feel yeah, this feels great. But no one really knows something's going to be a hit, and no one really knows when something's just going to take off and perform the way it did. And like More Than Friends just blew us away. It just suddenly was on Spotify, it was everywhere, it was on radio, it was top 50 viral tracks in the world, I think, at some point, or in the UK. And yeah, it was just doing its bits, and it ended up going to #1 on the UK dance chart, #8 in the UK top 10, top 20 and top 30 in Belgium, Germany, Slovenia, top 5 in Poland, and it was on the European Border Breakers chart for, I think, over a year. You can see one of my discs up there, and then there's another one there, the platinum one. I got this kind of last minute call. The track was performing well, and that was before the certification happened. The track was doing well, so we needed to shoot a video, and James was performing at Disturbing Events Ushuaia in Ibiza. Yeah, just got a phone call, we're gonna shoot a lyric video for this track. So had to kind of just hop on a plane. I think I had like 24 hours or so to like quickly pull some stuff together. And lots of people asked me where that dress was from in the lyric video, which maybe we can have a bit of that there. Big ups to my friend Reju, who lent me that dress. It was her dress, and for people that kept asking me on my Instagram, the dress was from All Saints, but via Reju's closet. So thank you, big ups Reju. And she's now with Armada team, so love to Reju. So that kind of just happened, and it was just such an awesome experience. I absolutely loved that whole experience doing that record with James Hype and his management team. It was like family from the off. For me, it's one of my favorite examples of working a record in the industry, when everybody is just super cool and the vibe is awesome, and that's how it could be such a great time. Capital Jingle Bell Ball performing More Than Friends at the O2 is one of my favourite gigs, like in a lot of the gigs that I've done. So yeah, More Than Friends, that is You Know My Voice episode 7. Thanks for tuning in.